Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tiny English. I'm May.
And I'm Gray. We're glad you're joining us for a very important topic today.
That's right. As you can see, the atmosphere today is a little more serious. That's because I have a big job interview tomorrow. And to be honest, I'm really nervous. The interview was in English.
A job interview is one of the most stressful, but also one of the most important situations we face. So today, to help May and to help all of you, we are going to practice. Our topic is the job interview.
Gray has agreed to be the interviewer, the person who asks the questions. And I will be the candidate, the person applying for the job. We're going to practice some of the most common questions.
Exactly. Before we start our practice interview, let's look at some key vocabulary. We already mentioned interviewer and candidate. A very common question is about your experience, which means the work you have done in the past.
You will also need to talk about your strength, which is something you are very good at, and your weakness, which is something you are not so good at.
And of course, we will practice the most famous first question in any interview. Tell me about yourself. It sounds easy, but it can be very tricky.
Okay, I think I'm ready. I'm taking a deep breath. I hope this practice helps me feel more confident for tomorrow.
It will. Are you all ready to watch and learn with us? Let's begin the practice interview. Hello, May. Thank you for coming in today. I'm Gray, the hiring manager.
Hello, Gray. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for this opportunity.
So, to begin, can you tell me about yourself?
Of course. Well, I have been working as a marketing assistant for the past 2 years. I graduated from university with a degree in communications. In my current role, I am responsible for managing our company's social media accounts and creating content. I have a lot of experience in digital marketing, which I saw is a key requirement for this position. I'm very passionate about creative communication, and I'm excited about the chance to bring my skills to your team.
That was a fantastic start, May.
Really? I was so nervous.
It was great. You kept it short and professional. You talked about your education, your experience, and most importantly, you connected it directly to the job you're applying for. That's exactly what an interviewer wants to hear.
Okay, good. That gives me more confidence. What's next?
The next part is usually about your skills. Ready to get back into character?
Ready?
Thank you for that introduction. Based on your resume and what you've just shared, you seem to have a strong background. Could you tell me, what are your greatest strengths?
I believe my biggest strength is that I am very organized. In my previous job, I had to manage multiple projects at the same time. I used project management tools to track all my tasks and deadlines, and I never missed one. I enjoy creating order and making sure everything runs smoothly.
That's a very valuable skill. Now for a more difficult question. What would you say is your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness. I think sometimes I am too critical of my own work. I always want everything to be perfect, so I can spend too much time on one small detail.
Okay, that's a good, honest answer, but we can make it even better.
How? Isn't it bad to admit you're a perfectionist?
Not if you show you are working on it. The trick to answering the weakness question is to choose a real weakness, but then show that you are aware of it and you are actively trying to improve. It shows self-awareness.
Oh, I see. So I should add what I am doing to get better.
Exactly. Let's try it again. So, what would you say is your biggest weakness?
I would say that sometimes I can focus too much on small details, which can take up a lot of time. However, I am aware of this and I am actively working on it. I have learned to use time management techniques, like setting a specific amount of time for each task. This helps me to focus on the bigger picture while still ensuring high quality.
Excellent. That answer shows that you are not only honest, but also proactive and willing to grow. Very well done. All right, May. I think I have all the information I need for now. We're almost at the end of our interview. Before we finish, do you have any questions for me or for us?
Oh, this part always makes me nervous. What if I don't have any questions?
You should always have questions. Not asking questions can make you seem uninterested. This is your chance to show that you are serious about the job and that you have done your research. Prepare 2 or 3 smart questions beforehand.
Okay, got it. Let me try. Yes, I do. Thank you for asking. My first question is, can you tell me more about the day-to-day responsibilities of this role?
Certainly. In this role, you would be working closely with the sales team to develop marketing campaigns, as well as analyzing market data to identify new trends.
That sounds very interesting. My second question is, what do you think are the biggest challenges for the person in this position?
That's a great question. I would say the biggest challenge is the fast pace of the industry. Things change quickly, so you need to be very adaptable and willing to learn new things constantly.
I understand. Thank you. That's very helpful. That's all the questions I have for now.
Wonderful. Well, thank you again for your time today, May. We will be in touch within the next week.
Thank you for your time as well. I look forward to hearing from you. Wow, that was intense, but so helpful. I feel 100 times more prepared now.
We're so glad that practice helped. Now it's your turn to practice a little. An interview can have many different questions, so let's prepare you for a few more.
For our listen and repeat activity, Gray will ask some other common interview questions. Listen carefully and repeat the question during the pause. This will help you get familiar with them. Ready? Let's begin.
Why do you want this job? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Why should we hire you? How do you handle stress?
Excellent! Hearing these questions many times will make them less scary when you hear them in a real interview. Now for our interactive prompt. It's your turn to answer. Let's practice one of the most important questions. How would you answer the question, what is your biggest strength? Try to answer in one sentence in English. For example, my biggest strength is my creativity, or I am a very good team player. Did you answer? Fantastic! Knowing your strengths and being able to talk about them is key to a successful interview.
And that's a wrap on our interview preparation. The most important lesson today is that preparation and practice are everything.
I agree. I was so nervous before, but after our practice session, I feel so much more confident and ready for tomorrow.
A little practice can make a huge difference.
So, our advice to you is to always prepare for your big opportunities. Practice with a friend, practice in front of a mirror, but just practice. You've got this.
If you found this practice session helpful, please give our video a like and make sure you subscribe to Tiny English for more practical, real-life English lessons.
And for our question of the day, what is the most difficult interview question for you? Is it about your weaknesses, your salary expectations, or something else? Let us know in the comments below. We can all share advice and help each other out. Thank you so much for joining us. Wish me luck tomorrow.
Good luck, May, and good luck to all of you. See you next time.